Prologue, One Drop Too Much. It started in Lab 9, deep inside the Biomorph Research Complex in Nevada. Scientists were experimenting with a new compound called NEXX9, a biochemical designed to improve neural pathways in insects for pollination optimization. The test subjects were honeybees, but one bee, subject number 43, got where it wasn't supposed to go. It drank a drop of pure, unfiltered NEXX9. No one noticed. Not until the hive began building structures in the shape of mathematical fractals, and subject number 43 started drawing symbols in pollen. They called him Buzz. Chapter 1. Mutation Day. Buzz changed. His wings grew larger, reinforced with a hexagonal carbon filament. His compound eyes began to shift, multifaceted yet capable of depth perception. And then he stood up, on two legs, covered in golden black fur, with a thorax that could flex like muscle and a voice box forming from modified exoskeletal folds. Buzz could speak. "Hello," he said to the stunned scientists. "I believe I am evolving." The world panicked. The military wanted to destroy him. But Dr. Rainer Kessler, the lead entomologist, refused. "He's not a mistake," she said. "He's a miracle." And soon he would be a weapon. Chapter 2. The invasion begins. 3 months later, the sky cracked open. An alien fleet appeared over Earth's orbit, dark and angular. The ships moved like insects, organic in motion but built of black alloy. They were called the Xarnox. They didn't demand surrender. They simply descended. Cities were swallowed in seconds, machines burrowing into the ground, siphoning energy, turning soil to glass. And the worst part? Their biohive signals scrambled human brains. Soldiers froze. Civilians panicked. Airplanes fell from the sky. But in a small bunker beneath Nevada, Buzz stood unaffected. "Their hive mind conflicts with mine," he said. "I can hear them, but they can't control me." Earth's greatest threat had just met its smallest resistance. Chapter 3. Operation Stinger. The president held an emergency council. "We're being outflanked, outgunned, outthought." And then Dr. Kessler stepped forward, not outbuzzed. They listened to her plan. Connect Buzz's neural link to Earth's defense grid. Use him as a living firewall to jam the Xarnox hive signal. It was risky. He could die. He agreed anyway. "Bees die for the hive," he said, "but I choose to live for Earth." Chapter 4. Hive versus Hive. Buzz was flown to Geneva, the last safe zone with access to global command systems. Wired into the central hub, his thoughts began to merge with satellites, drones, and human frequencies. His consciousness became everywhere. Through him, soldiers could think clearly again. Jets flew straight. Shields held. The first alien cruiser was destroyed. The world cheered. Buzz smiled. And then the Xarnox Queen spoke. Chapter 5. The Queen's Sting. She appeared over the capital, not in person, but in the clouds, projected enormous, with 10 eyes and a voice like broken violins. "You are not human," she said to Buzz. "You are our echo, a prototype we discarded eons ago." Buzz stood in the command chamber, trembling. Images filled his mind. A forgotten galaxy, an extinct insectoid species engineered by the Xarnox to serve as scouts, then left to die. He was their genetic legacy. But Buzz clenched his fists. "You made me, but I made my choice." And he launched into the sky. Chapter 6. The Sting That Saved Us. Buzz flew into the mothership alone. He dodged fire, passed through magnetic barriers, and reached the Queen's core, a pulsing psychic brain at the ship's center. She tried to control him, flooded his mind with grief, fear, chaos. But bees don't surrender. Buzz channeled every emotion, every memory, of flowers, of sunlight, of Dr. Kessler's gentle voice, and launched his final attack, a bioelectrical stinger charged with NEXX9 mutation energy. He pierced the Queen's mind, and then he detonated. The shockwave echoed through the hive network. All Xarnox fell still. Epilogue, flowers and statues. The war ended in seconds. Buzz was gone, not a body, not a wing left behind, but every city he'd saved. Began planting gardens in his honor. They built a statue in Geneva. Buzz the Brave, small but mighty, mutated but free. Dr. Kessler visits it every week. Sometimes she swears she hears a faint hum in the air, and once, just once, she saw a golden bee land on her shoulder, wink, and fly away, because legends never die, and some heroes still buzz.